Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit and Todd Blackledge from ESPN, and we're fortunate enough to be a part of this and just really want to reiterate the importance of player safety and how important it is for you out there to take this matter seriously. We're not sitting here lecturing you, telling you guys, you better do this. We're really trying to help you and let you understand how important this matter is when it comes to the conference commissioners, the officials, and how they are being mandated to make these calls. I think we all can agree, not to use the crown of the helmet when you're making a tackle, not to hit a defenseless player. These things make some sense, but we're seeing it still go on throughout college and football and also in the NFL. And Todd, we're just trying to get this message across to say, hey, whether you agree with it or you don't, you better follow the rules or it's going to cost your team some big penalties.
Yeah, and it's all about safety. Again, that's first and foremost, and that's what the coaches want, that's what the commissioners want, that's what your parents want, is a safe game. We're not trying to slow the game down, not trying to take any of the physicality out of the game, but just play it the right way. And it seems like in the meetings that we've been in with officials, they really emphasize some things like not targeting the head area or above the shoulders, and then being careful that you don't launch. That idea of launching and leaving your feet and hitting a guy high. I mean, you can still play physical, you can still play fast, but you just got to do it the right way. You
got to be smart. And I'm sure coaches who are out there are trying to emphasize these things in practice. But it's tough because since you were probably in 5th or 6th grade, you've been hitting players a certain way and you think you can get away with it. But somehow you have to have a voice in the back of your mind, literally, that works in a split second. And you're getting close to that sideline, as much as you might want to be hit, as much as you might want to hit a guy, and maybe there's some animosity there, you got to have something to trigger a thought to pull back. Because if you're a yard or two out of bounds and you hit a guy, let's put it to you this way, officials are looking for a reason to throw that flag. So if there's ever a gray area, you're going to get it. And you're going to look at it on film and you're going to say, I can't believe they called that. But when they go to their meetings and they meet with their supervisor, if they don't make the call, they get reprimanded. Yeah. So when it comes to whether we should make that call or not, don't you think they're going to call it every single time?
Yeah, I think they will trend that way, particularly early in the season, because they'll make it a point of emphasis. And, we were both quarterbacks, so we didn't do a whole lot of tackling. We did get hit. But I think just as a simple rule of thumb, when you're going in there and hitting a guy, I think putting a face on a guy and not the top of your head on a guy, and that's just as a simple way of thinking of it will probably keep you better off.
Well, we, again, thankful to be a part of this. Looking forward to watching a lot of you players and coaches this year. Hope you all have an outstanding season in 2012. And Todd and I will be out at a lot of stadiums. Looking forward to following a lot of you guys. And just hope everybody has a healthy season and an outstanding season in 2012.
Here are some videos that show how important it is for the helmet to fit well. We're going to show you some situations that illustrate the new rule with a few examples where a player's helmet comes off. In each case, the player who loses his helmet would have to leave the game for the next play. In these next two examples, the player whose helmet comes off must leave the game for the next play. In the first, under the new rule, there is a foul by number 70 because he does not stop playing. In the second, we would have offsetting fouls. Number 8 continues to chase the ball carrier, which is a foul since he's not allowed to play without his helmet, but also he may not be blocked since he's not wearing his helmet, so this would be a foul by the player who blocks him. Here are 3 examples of fouls for targeting a defenseless player in the head or neck area. These are not new rules this year, but we continue to emphasize how dangerous these hits are, and our officials are instructed to call these fouls. These 2 videos show examples of how to legally tackle a defenseless player. The tackler does not target the head area, and he does not use the crown of his helmet. He uses his shoulder, and he directs his hit to the chest or midsection. Here are a couple of examples to show the new rule for interfering with a player about to catch a kick. When a player is in position to catch a kick, the kicking team cannot get closer than 1 yard directly in front of him.